Hello everybody, I have literally just finished pressing stop on the record button, and because I've just finished watching episode 7, I'm now watching episode 8 of the Next Step season 10. It's so lovely to see you. If you've never been here before, my name is Alicia, this is Marking Garyana 3. I make reaction videos to content from my favourite TV show, The Next Step, and I was also lucky enough to play Tiara Bling in season 8 of The Next Step. And you know what, there have been so many lovely edits made of me recently, and I found... Oh, I'm so old. I worked out on TikTok how to filter the notifications by like mentions, not just likes, because I don't really check my notifications that often, but then I went on the mentions and there were so many videos of people tagging me in their edits and stuff, and I've been so humbled. Like, I love them all. So if you've ever made an edit for me, thank you so much. Like, that's so amazing. But today, anyway, we're reacting to episode 8 of the Next Step series 10. I'm reacting to all episodes from this series, so if you want to see them, make sure you subscribe. I've done reactions for season 7, 8, and 9, so if you want to go watch those as well. My season 7 ones have been notably quite enjoyable to watch by other people, so yeah, definitely go check those out. But today's episode is called Inside Out, which is the obviously legendary Turning Me Inside Out, and the last episode was called Game Face and they danced to Game Face. So if they dance in this episode, I feel like it might be a Michelle and Eldon duet, maybe. How are you going to have anybody but Michelle and Eldon dance to Inside Out on a series that has Michelle and Eldon in it? I wouldn't dare to do that. I'm crossing my fingers for that. Ariana has just been told about the brawl by Jet. I honestly don't know if she would join, but I don't think she'd spill. I think she'd just either not do it or join them. So we're going to see what happens in this episode. And I really enjoyed the last episode as well, so hopefully this one will be just as good.
Back to me.
Yeah, well, I had a lot to think about after what you told me. After auditioning for the regionals qualifier with Jet, our friendship is on the mend. But after she told me about the brawl, and that Grace is involved, I've had a lot to think about.
I mean, realistically, Grace is involuntarily involved, isn't she? They wouldn't have her there unless they had to.
Me, Pete, Heath, and Grace have a real shot at saving the studio if we win the brawl.
If it's good for the studio, why don't you just tell Michelle and Eldon?
I also think at this point they just need to come out with it and be open, because, like, especially now they know there's a cash prize, I think Michelle and Eldon would be a lot more down to actually do it. Which might be why they danced to Inside Out. Maybe they abandoned the idea of regionals and they're like, okay, we are never going back to Absolute Dance. But do you remember the first dance we did for Absolute Dance? Oh my gosh, that might be the plot. Like, you know, that was their like finale routine, how it started with we are gonna show the world. Oh. Green sugar rehearsal.
And Izzy is wearing a vintage Ringmaster jacket that they found in the costume closet for free. I know we're having money problems, and as dance captain, I want to help think of solutions too. We have to save the studio.
I was literally gonna say, where are all the costumes they've had for every single competition? Like, are they letting the kids keep those, or are they just... because they could just use them.
I know that you were looking to buy new costumes, but I figured with the whole budget situation, the closet was worth a shot.
Okay, dance captain, go off. Yeah. When times are tight, the Next Step knows how to get resourceful. Maybe this can work.
Thank goodness. And also we're saving the planet. And I know how Izzy feels about the planet and, you know, the environment. So, yeah, we're going to save that.
Trouble in Long Distance Paradise, or?
Yeah. I haven't told Adele that I lost dance captain yet.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but it's not the end of the world, is it? Like, Adele will just be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I know how much that meant to you. And that's it. It's not like you've lost your house. You've lost a family member. Like, you're still happy and you're on the team. And Anthony ended the last episode being quite content with Izzy as the captain now, so...
Even though we can't afford to buy new costumes for A Troop, I'm hoping we can find something special in here today.
Showstopper!
Oh my gosh.
Showstopper.
Oh my god, me and Michelle are on the same wavelength. Sick.
Alrighty.
All right, you gotta put your arm through this one.
Okay.
Oh, easy.
Easy. All right.
Oh,
Can you
No,
pull it
no,
just a little more?
No, it's just
Ow,
not going.
ow,
Okay.
ow.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Eldon, you are not the same man you were when you were like... Well, how old was Michelle in the first season? 13? But she was obviously portraying like a 16-year-old. So, yeah. I don't think even I would fit in like my 15-year-old clothes now.
You know what? Forget it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
I
sorry.
guess I'm just like too jacked for this old vest.
That might be my favorite quote so far of this season.
Oh my gosh, Michelle, look.
My Romeo and Juliet costume?
I feel like this episode, I'm only, 7 minutes, 43 seconds in, but I feel like it might be my favourite one. No, it's not, because at the moment, Anthony's annoying me, but it has the potential to be my favourite one. Because I love a nostalgic episode, or an episode that has a lot of fan appeal, or one that kind of actually remembers the backstory from characters.
This really does bring back a lot of memories.
So many. Romeo and Juliet dance regionals.
Yeah.
Breaking up with Emily.
And first time I fell in love, you know that. Okay, cut that out. Just focus on your costumes, okay?
I love Izzy.
I've known Eldon for what feels like my whole life. It's really fun to walk down memory lane with him.
This whole scene feels so natural as well. Like, it just feels happy and nostalgic. Aww. This is why, like, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they were a romantic couple, but if they were just a platonic best friendship, I'd be so happy with that. And I am happy with that because that's what they are, right? They haven't confirmed that they're in a romantic relationship, but I just love... I love that they're exactly the same people as well. You know how they could have potentially recasted the roles? Like, they are still the same Michelle and Eldon that were in season 1. And they have grown up with us. And actually, like, I am the same age as Victoria in real life, so I have grown up at the same rate as her. Oh!
Your dancing could take this thing to the next level.
If you can see why this could save the studio, why not?
Why not? Are you serious?
The secret could save the studio.
Well, you just reminded me there's no such thing as a good secret. When I'm with you, I make bad decisions.
That's so true, actually. Like, I don't want to have a conversation about doing what's best for the studio with someone who tried to take down the studio. And I know Heath also did that, but I feel like Heath's earned his stripes by being on A Troop for so long, and, you know... I don't know, it's a different situation. It's different, okay?
I'm not gonna lie anymore. Not for you, not for anyone. I'm sorry.
And to be fair, Grace was a bully. She was a manipulator. Heath was never that. He just kept secrets to himself.
I know you're a better dancer than I'll ever be. And if me being on the brawl is what's stopping you, I'll fix that.
What do you mean?
I'll quit the team if it means they can win the brawl with you and save the studio.
Way! No, I'm kidding. That's very wholesome and selfless of Grace to do. But you know, if she is genuine about helping the studio now and she is good, I don't want her to leave on behalf of Ariana. You know, she deserves to be there because she got them back into the brawl by finding out from Daisy the more information. But yeah. Green shirt girl rehearsal. Nick! I was just about to say, Nick does not do a lot of working at Nick's Cha-Chas, considering he owns the place.
Are you busy? No, just waiting for Ethan. What's wrong?
What's the friendship bracelet thing he has on as well? I want to know what it says. They're like Taylor Swift friendship bracelets, because we know Nick's a Swiftie. Maybe they're his friendship bracelets.
My goal today was to stop Jet and the others from working on Team Brawl with Grace. I thought I could convince them to shut it down and come clean. But now, I'm not so sure if that's the right move.
I will never skip an Ariana solo.
I don't like the girl I used to be.
I love this song as well. It's the one that goes, now, dun 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 dun. I don't know the words, but I know it. Trust me guys, I know the song. I do, I promise.
Here on my own, I see that I've never been better. Ooh, nothing in my way.
I didn't know it, but I was waiting for that apology. It makes me think she might have changed. I know I have.
I don't think that was Ariana's best dance. There were some good moves in there, but it's definitely not mockumentary vibes anymore. Like, I remember the first time we saw Michelle dance with herself in season 4, we were all like, what the heck? This would not happen in real life. We're definitely not going for reality anymore. But I do feel like that dance could have been better, and I don't know if Ariana seeing herself in the mirror was actually as symbolic as they probably tried to make it. I don't know, because I feel like she's kind of past the point now. She's kind of accepted who she used to be. And I feel like it could have been better to have last season, that kind of vibe. But because she's already accepted her old self, and it's only just been brought up again because of Grace's presence, it didn't feel as significant to me anyway. I'm going to comment on this Anthony and Ethan plot also now before it ends, because I don't want to forget. But I'm not vibing with it. I kind of would have just completely got rid of it. It's a similar theme has happened with season 10, how there's sometimes plots that arise but then they don't go anywhere. So the Olive plot, for example, with the cheerleaders, I don't know if it's going to go somewhere in the future. The cheerleaders might return, for example. But the fact that she was questioning joining and then didn't, it kind of went, oh, Olive might be doing something, and then she's not. She's back to normal again. And also, all the cheerleaders are hiring out the studio. We might have enough money to survive, but now we're not going to see them again, ever again in an episode. Like, they're the only troupe that's ever hired the studio and they're not there. I feel like it should be a common thing now that they're always there. Like how in season 6, Acro Nation were always in Studio 1 and it was an inconvenience at some points, but they kind of just got used to it. Now with this Anthony plot, all he needs to do is call Adele. And Ethan's already told him, you have issues with avoidance. You just need to approach it with honesty. And now we're kind of just filling time with trying smoothies. And as lighthearted as it is, I don't know if it's needed, because the issue Anthony has is not major. He just hasn't told her that he's dance captain. It's not like he needs to tell her, I don't know, that he doesn't want to be in a relationship and he's dragging it out. So I'm not invested in the plot because it's not going anywhere and it's not reached a peak. And that's also been the case with a few other plots this season. Like, they haven't escalated. So I just wanted to say that now before I forget to mention it at the end. But let me know what you think down below, because it could just be me. And obviously, all the thoughts shared in these videos are just my opinion. So don't hate on me. But also, if you agree, let me know.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
what's happening?
Oh, she already heard all this from Olive. Oh, and Niall. And Ariana, wow. She waited for me to tell her because she knew it was hard for me.
See, honesty is the best policy. I like also that they'd had Adele already find out, because I forgot about that. It defo would have been said in their group chat, or they just would have still been talking to Adele, even though she's moved away. Like Olive would have, Ariana would have. I like that Niall was one to tell her as well, because they did have a few scenes together. I like that they've got a friendship. But yes, I'm happy with the small things. Still don't think this plot was really necessary though. Green shirt girl finished rehearsal.
Ariana and Grace together is a surprising sight. I hope this means good news.
I'd like to join Team Brawl.
Yes! It really does remind me of season 1 when people kept joining Michelle's team. Like every time Emily would wrong them slightly, they'd then like convince them to join. I like it.
Dancing in here with you, those were some of the best moments of my entire life.
Mine too. I know I'm not the teenage girl I once was, but today with Eldon, it felt like I was in a time machine.
That's so cute. Oh, I think because they just have natural chemistry on screen and evidently get on in real life, it's so much easier to believe. Like, they're not really acting when they say these things. I know they're not obviously in love. I'm not going to start a rumour. But there is going to be a special place in their heart for the original members of The Next Step that they've grown up with and they love. Especially Michelle and Eldon. Well, Victoria and Isaac, who have stayed on the show this long as well.
Hey, do you still remember our first duet?
Better than you do, I bet.
Oh, you want to bet?
Yes, I do.
Let's do it.
All right.
They're about to dance. And I'm going to say it here, guys. Newsflash. I ship Michelleton romantically. I've just decided. I've just decided I would love for them to be a couple. Yeah. Jiley who? Michelleton all the way. I want it. It's probably more controversial that I said Jiley who, actually. Are we still hating on Jiley or are we still loving Jiley? We haven't really spoken about Jiley in a while. And I know I am known for not liking them that much, but what are our opinions currently? Let me know. But Michelle and Eldon, they're my end game.
Oh, I love this part. I go
Tilt.
1, 2,
Hey.
After the arabesque, I lean on your
Yes.
back. So
Yeah.
around, boom. Here, back.
This next part I do remember.
Want to do it?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna cry. There's 1 minute 54 left. I just have to suck the tears in until then.
Dancing with Eldon feels just as right as it did when we were on A Troop.
Hold the candle longer. Would you burn it to the ground? I
just
can
wanna
see your
stay in
head
this moment.
in the clouds like the
We've
sun
both
through
changed
the-
a lot,
Started me
but the one thing
inside
that's never
out.
changed is our love. For dance, in the studio.
The moral isn't lost on me. I know I'll never see.
Are they gonna freaking kiss? Or are we gonna cut to credits and we'll never know? Oh. I hate this show. Ding dong, the wrong song in my brain again. Sing along guys, sing along guys.
The moral isn't lost on me. I know I'll never see
The light. Woo! What an iconic song. That one is one of my faves. Oh, I ship Sheldon. Officially. I love how it's also not being forced romantically. Like, I know that I keep making these little side comments like, my love for Eldon will never end. Not romantic love, just friend love. Those kind of things. But that's just funny. And I like how they're not... They did it for a couple of episodes. The kids were like, are you two together or not? But I like how it's just they're leaving them to it. The Anthony keeping the secret from Adele plot wasn't really for me. It was a bit, I just didn't care. So I'm going to take a point off for that. It did have some funny bits and, you know, I like some elements of it and how it got resolved. That's fine. I liked Ethan in it as well. I feel like he played a character very well. I didn't think it was needed, Ariana dancing with herself. I don't think it had the intention that it could have had if it was done last season or something. I feel like Michelle, Eldon and Izzy's scenes were all great and they all interacted very naturally on screen. I think I'm going to give it a 7 or 8, 7.5. I'm gonna go 7.5 because it wasn't my favorite, but I think Michelle and Eldon kind of carried it for me, and if they weren't in it, it would be a lot less of an episode. I just love Michelle and Eldon. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are enjoying the series, and I hope you're enjoying these reactions as well. I'll see you soon. Thank you and goodbye.